The year is 2020, and everything sucks. The virus is ruining our lives, we have the most heated election in years, murder hornets are a thing for some reason, and we're stuck inside with almost nothing to do. So, I decided to do something crazy. I decided to watch a series I vowed never to watch. I was finally going to tackle Naruto. Now, Naruto is an anime released in the early 2000s based on the manga written by Masashi Kishimoto. Naruto is easily the longest show I've ever watched, with a total of 425 episodes, including its sequel series Naruto Shippuden. And that's just the canon episodes. I accidentally watched God knows how many filler episodes during this too, as well as a couple of the movies. I fully expected the pandemic to be over by the time I finished Naruto, and this video would be about how it got me through the end of the world. Well, I kind of finished it before the pandemic ended, so I guess we're just going to use this time to talk about the legend, Naruto Uzumaki. Spoiler warning for Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, obviously. Naruto the series is about a young child named Naruto Uzumaki. His dream and his goal are to become Hokage, the leader of his village. This way, the others in his village will stop treating him like a monster and finally respect him. Why does the town treat him like a monster, you may ask? It's because he has this 9-tailed fox demon living inside of him. You know, normal stuff. See, Naruto is an orphan, and as a result, no one is taking care of him, and he tends to act out for attention. The world of Naruto is one full of ninjas and spirits. Naruto's wish for love and respect means he has to become the top ninja in the Hidden Leaf Village. This is the basis of part 1 of Naruto. He, along with the rest of Team 7, their sensei Kakashi of the Sharingan, Sakura Haruno, and Sasuke Uchiha, go on various missions to protect their village and increase their ninja ranking. Naruto and its core cast of characters are great, except for Sakura, who might be one of the worst characters I've ever seen. Like, seriously, in part 1, she serves almost no purpose whatsoever. But anyway, Naruto is at its best when it focuses on its characters and progresses the story forward. Learning about the world is fun when done creatively, like mastering the Rasengan or the fight with Zabuza and Haku. Watching Naruto build these bonds is also heartwarming, especially when you remember how things were for him in his early life. I also love how the show still knows that Naruto is a knucklehead and oftentimes a bit of a screw-up, so things never come easy for him, but he keeps fighting anyway. That's a great protagonist, and seeing him overcome these challenges is just a joy. We also meet other shinobi like Shikamaru, Gaara, and the legendary Sannin. Naruto is filled with an abundance of unique characters. The only downside is that the pacing is slower than a turtle covered in molasses. It could take forever for the plot to move forward, but you don't really mind because you get to spend time with Master Jiraiya or Kakashi. The Chunin exams are a great example of this. This story arc takes up most of the show, but it's so engaging. Part 1 of Naruto can move slowly at times, but it's always an enjoyable time, and I love every second of it. The series is straightforward, sure, but it knows how to hit you with big moments of emotion, like Rock Lee vs. Gaara, Naruto vs. Sasuke, Kakashi vs. Zabuza, the third Hokage vs. Orochimaru. These fights are well animated, and the magic system is a huge reason why they're entertaining, but almost all of them are rooted in character. You're invested in both Naruto and Sasuke. You want to see what the Hokage has up his sleeve, and the emotion that Rock Lee brings is just inspiring. Naruto Part 1 is a fantastic series that shows us a world of rich characters, heartwarming stories, and one of the most remarkable magic systems I've ever seen. But that leads us straight into Naruto Shippuden is when things get a little dicey. So, at the end of Naruto Part 1, our favorite ninja goes on a 2-year trip with Master Jiraiya for more extensive training. Shippuden starts with Naruto's return to Konoha, and right off the bat, Shippuden does things a little different. First off, Naruto is a skillful ninja. He's intelligent, more mature, and a solid shinobi all around. He's still Naruto Uzumaki, but he's a little more matured. The show also takes a different approach to its story arcs. We have one main threat for the entire span of Shippuden, the Akatsuki. We throw in some twists and turns with the Akatsuki, but it's this one organization for the entirety of Shippuden, and that leads to a few problems. One is that the writer wants the battles to be grander, which leads to a power increase for both Naruto and Sasuke as they're the main characters. This means the members of the Akatsuki have to constantly be stronger than Naruto and company. So we went from hand-to-hand combat to magic very quickly. And this power scaling makes the show unrecognizable by the time the final villain arrives. Also, now that Sasuke's gone, Naruto's entire motivation is to get Sasuke back. Now as a viewer, and honestly a binge watcher, I liked Sasuke even though his eventual betrayal stung, but I wasn't broken up about it. So, do I care about saving Sasuke? Yeah, to an extent, but I'd rather watch Naruto continue training with Jiraiya or go on missions with Kakashi and Sakura. Sasuke was effectively written out of part 1 of Naruto during the search for Tsunade, so I kinda lost the connection. The show has proven that we don't need Sasuke around for it to work. So making most of Naruto's arc about saving his friend grew old by the time we finally confront Sasuke in episode 50 of Shippuden. There are some fantastic moments though. Number 1 is Pain. The 6 Paths of Pain are some of my favorite villains in all of fiction. Pain was giving us an opponent that challenges not only Naruto's strength but also his ideals. Naruto needs to prove that his ninja way is the best for the shinobi world and beat Pain with his resolve. Also, it leads to the best summoning jutsu of all time.
Naruto, hurry, please, Naruto!
But Shippuden fleshed out the world of Naruto and led to fantastic arcs for the supporting characters. Itachi and Sasuke are the first to come to mind. We also have Shikamaru learning how to deal with grief and Kakashi learning how to live with guilt. These are all character arcs that are often better than Naruto's arc, but I wouldn't do any of them justice by cramming them into this video, so if you want me to go in depth on any of the supporting characters, just let me know in the comments. So I guess this is a good time to talk about the war arc, huh? Well, this story arc takes up 2/3 of Naruto Shippuden and drags on for far too long. We find out that Madara Uchiha is resurrected and is planning to unleash the infinite Tsukuyomi, turning the moon into a giant Sharingan that will cast the entire world under one big genjutsu. Yeah, no matter how many times I say it, it still sounds ridiculous. Now, I know I'm probably not the only one to say this, but the series probably should have just ended with Pain. Naruto's entire arc is about gaining the respect of Konoha, becoming the top ninja, and winning with his ninja way. That was all done in the Pain arc. The war arc is just a giant spectacle, and it's entertaining at parts, but the character, Naruto, is pretty stagnant for the remainder of the series. Though, I do love how Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura in the series mirroring the Sannin, Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Tsunade. I also love Naruto and Sasuke's final battle, but it just comes at such an awkward point in the show. Sasuke reunites with Naruto and Sakura just in time to fight Madara and Kaguya, after spending most of the series declaring he wants to destroy Konoha. This just feels tacked on because we had to resolve the Naruto-Sasuke story before we reached the end. How can a series with nearly 500 episodes feel rushed? Like, what the heck, guys? But honestly, overall, Naruto Shippuden is a great watch. Not nearly as consistent as Naruto Part 1, but Naruto and Shippuden are a story about perseverance, acceptance, and ultimately, compassion. The series is far from perfect. The vast amount of it is also filler. The ending is convoluted, and it lacks strong female characters. But the series is still fun, and I can't explain what makes Naruto so good and yet so frustrating. But yeah, you guys, believe it, Naruto made 2020 and 2021 just a little bit better. Thank you for watching. I have another Naruto video coming out very shortly, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this one, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future. Have an awesome day, everyone. Stay flaming.